Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 5 of our Call France campaign. We are going to be kind of deciding what we want to do now, because we defeated the Skaven at Helmgart last episode, but Claw decided to show up, and his army's not too crazy. 2 Rattling Guns, Warplock Jazales, Doom Flares, but he's level 20. So he could be pretty dangerous if we're not careful. Yeah, because I think if we actually go out and attack him, we don't get support from the fortress garrison. And that is a lot of Skaven. The upsides to attacking, though, is that we would wipe out these 2 armies, which attacked Helmgart the turn before. And I think that's worth it. Maybe we try. Can we? Okay, we could go directly up to this guy, but then Siegfried wouldn't be able to reinforce, probably. We'll bring him out a little bit and see if he can reinforce now. It's hard to tell. I don't think so, though. Yeah, he only gets to reinforce if we attack like a claw, so I think that's what we're going to do. We might want to, get another regiment over down or something. Which, speaking of, our Imperial Foot, they are rank 4 now. So we could upgrade one of them to great swords or halberds. Because how much I think we actually want to do one in anti-large, because Ikat Claw is mounted and the Doom Flares are also mounted. Let's do that. Okay, and let's get Carabin Great Swords, I think, because we'll need them to get through all this Skaven infantry. Man, this is scary, because if this doesn't go well, it could turn out to be really, really bad for us. But I think we just kind of have to take the leap. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have Deathclaw yet. Okay, we do have the Banner of Eternal Flame. I don't think they have anything with regeneration, although Ikat Claw might have taken the ability that lets him regen when he's casting. Let's double check that. It doesn't look like he did. He's got fire resist, so we definitely don't want to put that on our halberds then. They don't really have anything else large, so let's just put it on our other Imperial Foot. Maybe on the Carabin Greatswords. Put it on the Carabin Greatswords, because they're unbreakable too. Okay. Take a look at the map. It's pretty wide open. Oh, they have the settlement garrison too? Okay, well, we can do it. Well, we are going to have our work cut out for us in this this battle. Call France leading his army, which has been doing pretty good. We have a fair amount of experience on our units, but you have Ikat Claw leading an army pretty much full of clan rats, 2 Rattling Guns, Warplock Jazales, and then there's 2 additional armies and a settlement garrison. So, quite a bit. We are going to pick our battle a little bit on this hill. And we have this little rocky formation that's going to cover one little corner and hopefully help us evade getting into our back line. But here's the first menace below coming down. They do have 4 uses of it. So I did notice it, but not quite as fast as I would have hoped. So we bring in Call Friends and these spearmen. They are getting a little bit of damage on top of my crossbows. But we also have a lot of damage to get through them very, very quickly before they can do too much. Thankfully, they actually don't get any kills right there. But Ikat Claw's throwing down the Clan Scryer Stone, which reduces spell resist, but not a big issue for now because he's going to use it before he actually gets into range. He is waiting for all his reinforcements. Even though we are initiating the attack, he's going to go after us just because he has immense number superiority. So yeah, the Metaspell is trying to get some good attacks on us this time, right on the Caribou Greatswords, but we get a little bit of a charge off Karl Franz and the Spearman hitting in the back. I have a Reichsguard. Siegfried, the Grandmaster of the Knights of the Blazing Sun, is also on his way, along with another engineer. We decided to have all of our engineers mounted this time, so they will be able to chase down units, hopefully. But the Caribou Greatswords actually take 5 unit losses from that, which is kind of amazing. I don't know how the Menace below are able to do so much damage so quickly, even to units that are, like, heavily armored and stuff, because it seems like they just do damage just from sprouting it below them, maybe. But we've got our formation set up. This is the 3rd Menace below, so they've got one more after this. Karl Franz is a little bit distracted right now, but we do get our Spearman on, along with the Warrior Priest going back. Jubal Falk using up a lot of his ammunition. He actually goes through his ammunition very, very quickly. But I can do a fair amount of damage. Bright Wizard going to come in as well, try to help them out. They do get 2 kills on some handgunners before they break. But the Skaven have started to move in now. They have the max amount of units on the battlefield that they can, but they still have basically another full army. So we have 2 full armies and another one. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff for us to deal with. We're trying to do our best to evade these Menace Belows. This is the last one, so they will make their advance after that because they won't have any great resources. But our Imperial Foot with Halberds getting kills very, very quickly on these clan rats. Karl Franz also getting a fair amount of experience. But luckily we've been able to keep most of our ranged firepower healthy. Mortars are still at full capacity. Handgunners have lost 2 guys. Crossbows have lost a few as well. But our Reichsguarder still very healthy. We've got our Warrior Priest to support the front line. Karl Franz does have hold the line. Our engineers will help provide a little bit of leadership as well, although they won't get any defensive stat buffs to other units, but that is a lot of Skaven. They are just... yeah. Oh man, that's so many guys. What about Giselles as well? These guys can be really, really nasty. Especially great at taking down characters. But now their last little bit of reinforcements come in, so they're going to make their move now. Take a claw on his Doom Wheel. He was at level 20 actually. He was much higher level than we were. I think we were like 13 at this battle. So he has gotten lots of experience. He doesn't do... Doom Wheels are really, really good. But luckily for us, he did not have his skill where he regens health when he's casting. Luckily for us. But he still has a lot of resistances. 25% missile resist, 20% physical resist. A lot of armor. Very good stats. But he's going to try to throw down his Storm Demon shot on our Caribou Greatswords, which does hit. It's a pretty good shot, actually. But didn't kill too many of them. Fortunate for us, but I'm going to bring in some of our characters ready to pounce on Naked Claw as soon as he comes. We do have our Halberdiers and Empire Foot with Halberds ready to pounce on him. Spearmen won't do amazing because they don't have a lot of armor piercing, but they will do okay at getting through his defenses if we can support them. But they managed to dodge the first Warp Lightning coming down. Howling Warp Gale does go into Karl Franz, block him from getting in. But Siegfried is leading the attack right now. He is getting blinded, so that does reduce his accuracy and melee stats for a little bit. Unfortunately, our handgunner shots are being blocked a little bit by the trees, so it's kind of a bad spot, but it's better than nothing. We've got to try to do damage to him while we can. Before all the rest of his units get in, he continues to try to throw down some Warp Lightning. So we've been pretty good so far at evading them. But our mortars are trying to hit some Rattling Guns in the back. The Warp Block Giselles, though, have found their first target. We are at the edge of their range, but they're still pretty accurate. These guys do have a lot of experience, so they're going to be able to hit pretty much whatever they aim at. But for us, no, that was a big warp lightning down on my crossbows, though. I didn't quite see that. Here's another one. We do manage to dodge it a little bit, but it still manages to hit a lot of our guys. There are so many Skaven coming in. But hopefully we've got enough to hold the line. Call Friends did take a lot of damage trying to kill Liquid Claw by himself. But we've brought in the Warrior Priest and Siegfried to help out, but he does drop a Brass Orb right on top of these Spearmen, which is going to do a lot of HP damage very, very quickly. We did bring in the Imperial Foot with Halberds, though, to try to kill Liquid Claw as fast as we can. This chieftain, though, going to pick up my Warrior Priest, who got a little bit out of position. The Reiksguard tried to go up the right flank to see if they could get it around to get on some of these Rattling Guns or Black Jezzails, but it's going to be no dice, so we pull them back to see if they can provide some support. These Skaven clan rats have met our battle line, but the Spearmen that got annihilated by the Brass Orb taking a lot of damage very, very quickly. But we did manage to get Liquid Claw, although it cost a lot of the health on several of our characters. But Siegfried, he's going to go out and try to shut down some of these weapons teams now. Our Bright Mage throwing down first Burning Head. Imperial Foot getting shot by these Skaven Slingers, but luckily they don't have very much armor piercing, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, Carl Franz going to try to shut down these Warped Jezzails. He's one of the only things we have of mobility to get through him, but in the backline, our Reiksguard getting chased down by some Clan Rats. Doomflayers get through and onto our crossbows. Not a great matchup for us, but we still have the Halberds, so we're going to go and try to help out against them. And yeah, the Skaven Slaves just have so many units for Clan Square. So Skaven Slaves sneaking through, getting on their crossbows. Handgunners continuing to get a few shots off still, but nothing really of value at the moment. Carl Franz, the Warped Jezzails are pretty good at defending its missile attacks, but they don't have very good stats. So as long as we keep attacking them, they should not be able to do a whole lot of damage. Siegfried, though, getting on Rattling Guns, but they still have okay stats, but it's just going to be a little bit of a grind for him to actually get through them. Luckily, our mortars have been up and running still. Reiksguard did manage to push through, get off on those Doomflayers, which have almost broken, but some Clan Rats have started to push through once again. I tried to bring over the Reiksguard to support our ranged lines so they can continue to fire, but it's just a lot of Skaven. But they have managed to pick a great target for our mortars. They've clumped up really nice for us. They're getting plenty of value over there. Siegfried going through the Rattling Guns. Carl Franz still trying to chase the Warped Jezzails. They are pretty fast though. They have 38 speed, which is kind of crazy. But Caribou Greatsword's holding up pretty well, although they're trying to engage some units that they're trying to push in. But some of our Spearmen did come back, so they're going to go help out our Engineers. Our Engineers are not doing a whole lot of value with their shots, but they are providing a lot of holding power to keep a lot of these Skavens in place so they can't shut down too many of our guys. But big burning head there. Holy crap, that did a lot of damage. Pretty much routed all of those units. Speaking of our Bright Wizard, he's only got 140 kills so far, but he's been doing lots of good. We do have our handgunners trying to focus down some of these Skaven characters, Warlock Engineer and a Gracier. Still plenty of Skaven units to come, a Warlord still, and some Skaven Slaves and Clan Rats, but yeah, Burning Head right there. It is going to bounce off the wall and get a double whammy on them. Our Warrior Priest and Witch Hunter, though, have not been doing very great. They got hurt very early, but they're managing just barely to hold out, provide leadership to these guys. But Imperial Foot doing very well. Skaven, even though we have routed a bunch of them off, they are still coming back in force to try to get on our gun line. But luckily, our Reiksguard and Halberdiers have been able to hold them off for the most part. But we do have some trying to sneak in, so one of our Engineers chases them down. Caribou Greatswords have routed off their units, so they're going to come and help our backline as well. Carl Franz decided to come back after trying to kill off the Warped Jezzails to help out. He was just getting so low on health. We decided it wasn't worth it, so we brought him back with 230 HP. He's going to sit back and just provide some leadership and buffs through holding the line. But for the most part, we've been doing okay. Our units have been holding out pretty well, actually. Despite fighting clan rats, which have okay stats, our guys have just really proved to be really durable due to the extra leadership they get from our mob, which is awesome because these guys do have a fair amount of experience. But the handgunners get some good damage off now in this Warlock Engineer. I think they've used up all of their Winds of Magic, but we want to get rid of these characters so they can't provide leadership to nearby units. Bright Wizard chasing down some more units, getting some burning heads. We've routed almost the entirety of the first two armies, but some of them are limping back with a little bit of health still. But Warrior Priest and our Witch Hunter not getting a whole lot of value, even though they've got some kills. They just haven't been fighting really any useful units for the Skaven. But Bright Wizard going to chase down these Orplek Giselles before they can do more damage. One thing the Rattling Guns did manage to get back online, but we are just going to shoot them as they turn their backs and try to get away, along with a nice use of our... Where can I find it? Our ability that Jabal Falk has. But Rattling Guns got killed off. Rex here to come back. Lots of Skaven still coming. Let's look at the kills on all of our infantry. 220 on these Spearmen. 128 on our Reichsguard and Imperial Foot. 353 were our Caribou Greatswords. 292, 275. Only 74 on these guys, but they got routed initially by that brass sword from Mythic Claw. But Siegfried trying to hold off for a while fighting these clan rats, but Wolf Rat's coming, and they're going to be really nasty, so we try to pull him out of the way so we can get him back into range of our handgunners to provide some supporting fire. But the Grace here is still up and going for a little bit, although he just took some big hits there from the Imperial Foot, which is nice. Getting to use our Reichsguard to chase down some units. They have taken about half of their units as a casualty, though. 34 out of 60 left. But the Imperial Wizard, our Battle Mage, taking down the Warplek Giselle, still shutting them down, but the majority of the Skaven units have routed, but they've still got 3/4 of a fresh army coming on, although some of them were damaged from their previous fight at Helmgart. But we've got a brand new Warlord, full health. Wolfrat's going to come in. Warlock Engineer just barely survives, though. 481 HP. Bright Wizard's still doing some work, getting kills. Mostly just shut these guys down, but some Wolfrats are going to come help out and scare him off, which is kind of bad, because that's not a great matchup for us. He does have okay armor. Being on his steed actually gains a little bit of armor that way, but he's getting tired, so his stats have started to fall. But luckily, our ranged units have kept most of their ammunition. Mortar with 268 kills, but did lots of damage to those big clumps of infantry over there. Siegfried trying to kill off this Grace here. Call friends. Just sticking out the rest of the fight. We don't want to risk losing him. But our Bright Wizard did pretty good at chasing down the Warlock Giselles. Unfortunately, they do survive with 7 models left and their leadership intact. And the Wolf Rats decided to get on our Bright Wizard. That is not a great matchup for us. We're going to try to pull him out, though they do have the speed to keep chasing him. Hopefully we can just get him close enough to get some support. But yeah, Imperial Foot doing awesome this battle. The extra damage from the Banner of Eternal Flame, also awesome. Oh, something I forgot to look at is that Caribou Greatswords in this mod actually have a unique ability called Bathed in Blood, so they give melee attack and leadership to nearby units as well, which has been awesome. That's been another reason why our front lines have held so long. Otherwise, we kind of would have been screwed. One unit of Wolfrats does manage to evade some of our spears and get on top of our crossbows, which is not great, but we are getting a few shots off with our handgunners. Warlock Giselles have come back, though, and are starting to get some kills on our handgunners, but the Battle Mage lives, which is important, because he wasn't quite... He's only level 10, so he's not immortal yet. But the Greaser dies. That is going to break the leadership of a lot of Skaven units, but the Warlord is still Still there to do a lot, but I think the Skavener just called it quits. We've dealt too much damage, but man, that has been a very, very close battle. Almost losing several of our characters, pretty much all of them actually, except for maybe Jubal Falk, but... Wow, that was a freaking close battle. The good news is, those two armies should be dead. We killed off Ekket Claw. We killed off most of his army too. We didn't kill the Doom Flayers, but we got all of the weapons teams. We were so close to losing so much stuff. I got to take replenishment because we might have to fight another battle and finish these guys off. Yes, those two are dead.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Coffrans only got 1 level from that battle? Holy crap, I would have expected way more. Odds map, that's actually pretty good. Extra campaign movement range, I'm going to give that to this guy though, because I don't want Coffrans to be randomly put in someone else's territory.
Yes.
This guy's immortal, so if he does get wounded, it's not a huge issue. Siegfried though held up okay. I think I'd like to give him just more... I guess he gets bonuses to rally and stand your ground, so we might want to go for that one first. He's going to lead cavalry eventually, so we'll do speed of force. And... Ooh.
By the comet.
Okay, let's go take these guys out. Alright, Witch Hunter. Let's do Scavenge. Cleanse Corruption. We only had to deal with 4 Menace Below in that battle, but it might be worse. Okay, Shield of Faith we get at 11. This will get at level 10. We'll just do... No, I think we're good on growth. Let's do more leadership, because you're a very good support unit, so we want you to stick around as long as possible. Alright, let's finish off mobility for you, Jabal Falk. We're almost to level 12, so we'll wait a little bit on your skills. Bright Wizard got very close to going down that battle. I'm actually okay not getting these right away. I'm going to take Missile Resist, because the skin can be pretty nasty. And Karl Franz. So, growth, control. This one actually won't be bad, because it's going to give our our Impale Foot, or leadership, armor, and vigor loss reduction. Which I think is good enough right now.
What?
And do we take the settlement? I think we do actually. I think we attack the settlement because it'll wipe both these guys out and then we can sack it as well. Okay, if we auto-resolve, we actually don't lose anything. I think that's actually better for us because I don't want to risk any of our characters dying. So I think, yeah, we take the... we only get 71 for sacking it. Okay, I don't want Karl Franz to stay there though. But I don't know if there's another Skaven army around here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to have Siegfried. He will capture the settlement. We can sell it off.
What? So?
And Karl Franz. I think originally we were going to go after the vampires, which I still want to do. But I want to come at them from over here so they aren't able to push into our stuff on that side. So if we march, you can't make it to Boghafen. If you go into Ubersreich, we'll get extra replenishment from inside the garrison. We'll start in Helmgart. We'll see how much extra replenishment we get on our characters. That's the big issue. Yeah, we actually get a fair amount, so let's go to Ubersreich. Got a few items though. Yeah. Okay, I think we were gonna sell this, so maybe we were waiting till the next turn.
Come in peace.
Oh. You'd pay us. No, yeah, we were gonna wait till next turn. I think we already traded Middenheim this turn.
Ready.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Right, wizard. Oh, what do you get for your unique line? You get fire resistance for the whole army. Okay, inflammable attacks for himself. Sure. We'll start going down towards that.
By the comet.
And I'm actually going to upgrade Helmgart now that I know that the Skaven are coming for us. But let's also upgrade like Castle Reichsguard. And we need a little bit more money still, so we'll build this. This should get us back into the positive. I would be nice to get some more of this stuff. I just can't afford it right now. So I think we're going to build that. Just so we can get some positive income so we're not losing income every turn. I think that's our best choice. Because we can do a quest battle in a little bit. Once our army is healed up a little bit. Yeah.
The Empire.
Ooh, that was kind of scary though. Okay. No diplomacy options. As far as prestige, Electric State troops I don't care about at the moment. Confederate. You send aid? There's someone that's in trouble? Not exactly sure, yeah, how this is going over here. So we'll wait on that. Yeah. This one's really good, but we don't need it right away, I don't think. Yeah, so we'll wait. Ideally, we save our prestige and get the upgrade to the Imperial Decrees. That's, I think, a better option. Because those are super powerful, and they'll let us confederate Empire factions without having to have fealty, so that's the big bonus to doing that. Yeah, I think our next target, because I can't deal with Clanician, I just have to let, or not Clanician, Clan Scryer, I just have to let Ikaclaw attack us. It's too far away, and we need to start retaking Empire territory. So we don't get our Imperial authority too low. Yeah. Because if we get to 25, then we'll get very close to getting Civil War. Ooh, unusual location. Hopefully it's a good one this time. Oh, that's actually really good. Extra growth, but the income from all buildings is actually awesome because Altdorf can make a ton of money. Yeah, I guess we should look at deciding if the vampires are an issue first or whether we go after Festus. Because Norska's starting to come down. I think we actually go after the vampires because that's some territory that makes good money.
I am France.
Okay, do you heal all the way? Okay, we want to stay in the settlement one more turn to get our characters back up to full. Yeah, and Siegfried,
Yes, my
you're going to come down here as well. We can sell Montfort to Castle Bastogne since they already have the other settlement in that province. Do a trade agreement as well. Oh, and they'll pay us 3,100? Sure. Thank you. Yeah, Helmgart is being upgraded. Okay, to get Ulrika, we'd have to get Tall Walls, so we'd have to get the second upgrade on that. Do we want to start building, like, Castle Reichsguard or something? Because it doesn't give anything until we get it up to the second slot. What about the Knight's Griffin? Leadership when attacking. Go after another wizard. It'd be really nice to get a life wizard, actually. Is there something? I don't know. There's so many choices now. Because what do we need for some of our quests? I guess that's a better choice for some of our characters. So, 2 warrior priests, 3 battles against beastmen. Oh, that's unfortunate. You have to find another beastman faction to get the Grandmaster of the Knights Panther. This is super far away. Sylvania will get eventually. Norska, Knights of the Everlasting Light, Temples of Sigmar. Okay. So basically the only one that we really need right now is to get another warrior priest. But this doesn't actually increase the capacity for warrior priests, so we might have to do a Temple of Sigmar. Oh, but it does there. That's interesting. So you can go for the Temple of Tal, and that unlocks it. So does stuff for the Black Guard and the Knights of Moor. Yeah, because the Griffin Guard are a regiment of renown. There's a few good units there. Let's do... Actually, no, let's try to get Orica first. I think that's more important. But we should be able to sell this to Boris now. Hopefully he gives us a fair amount. 1,000, not quite. Better than nothing. And we'll go after the undead next turn. I'm going to take you out a little bit further so you can scout for me a little bit. Get that extra replenishment, and that should get us all the way back up to full. Well, Falk, we're just waiting for level 12. Let's upgrade this, though. This gives a little bit more money, and it's more growth.
I see no other option.
Yeah, ideally... I guess we need to look and see if who the vampires are at war with. I think they're only at war with Marienburg, who Marienburg has one last settlement up here. So I'm guessing Heinrich Kemmler was going that way. Because I don't want to have to double back. I don't want to have to go here, take stuff, and go all the way back up this to finish off the last army. Okay, that's good for us, actually. He pulls back into the city. That makes us not have to hunt him down, but there might be another army up north. Which it looks like it was. Yeah, they just wiped out Marienburg, so that's good to know. So we know where at least one more army is. Is that Norska? Yep, Norska's coming down too. Okay. For Marienburg, the garrison's going to be pretty weak.
Bring me to my men.
Do we want Karl Franz to lead the attack? I mean, it's going to be better for him, so he gets more experience. So I think so. He doesn't necessarily have to occupy it, though.
Death comes to all eventually.
But Corone, how much do you pay me to join your war against the vampires?
How fares the Emperor in these dark times?
Oh, and you'll give us a trade agreement too. Do we want military access? How much will you give us just for the trade agreement? 560. Okay, it's not that much. So we'll do military access too in case we have to chase someone onto his territory.
Is it time?
All right, Imperial machinations. I don't think there's anything we can do right now. Although oh no, we're gonna save. That's right. We're saving so we can get Emperor of the Empire. That's the best one. This will give us a little bit more money, but we should go maybe after some more range stuff. Yeah, I think we want to do range actually. So after we do this one, we'll do range because fighting Festus is going to be hard. So we want as much firepower as we can dish out.
No peace, just war. Ulrich's will.
Okay, the army's not that bad.
Who calls?
Okay, for a siege battle, though, I want to take our engineers off of their mounts so they can actually get on the walls, though. And that will reduce their upkeep just a little bit. Which, for Jabal Falk, he gets his next mount, the War Balloon, at 13, then the Steam Tank at 20. Let's change this guy, too. Oh, we got some items, too. I forgot about that. From our
Fight for our nation.
big battles.
Men, we must
Oh,
attack.
why did I do that? Okay. Trickster's Helm. Let's put that on Karl Franz. Although the Tulane Purvis is nice because he gets a missile block chance, but not a huge deal against the vampires, so we don't care about that for now. Okay. Asp.
Attack!
Give that to you since you're ranged.
Men, war calls.
Okay, Talisman. This is Lucky Arrow. Melee defense and range. I don't really like either of those, so we're going to go for something better. Yeah, those are both kind of bad, but luckily we have another bad one to fuse. Sky Titan String. Okay, that's pretty good. Shield Breaker and more range. Just like the Jabal Falk.
Men, I will fight with you. Attack!
Trunner actually has a ranged attack, so... And we're fine where we are. The Art of War. Oh, that's for Siegfried, huh?
To the provinces.
Forgot to put that on him. Okay, and then we have a Channeling Staff and Scroll of Blast. Channeling Staff is actually really good, so I'm going to keep that. Incremental buildings. Cool.
Fight for our nation.
Oh, he decides to retreat. I always forget about that. Okay, that's actually kind of annoying. Do I need to fight that? Probably, just because it's a siege battle. Shouldn't be that bad, though. Bear Legion. We have our attack on Marienburg right now, since they decided to wipe out Marienburg. Kemmler's faction being a little bit annoying, so we're going to try to take them out while we can. We're going to approach this corner because there are no towers that can shoot us over here. So Colrats is moving in while all of our infantry tries to catch up. Mortar is peppering some of these crypt ghouls and skeleton warriors at the moment. He's just going to go straight in. They really don't have a whole lot for him. None of these guys are anti-large. But the crypt ghouls do have enough melee attack that they might get a few hits off. Karl Franz's melee defense on the Pegasus is it's good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. But the Reichsguard can be going after the gate, trying to get all of our ranged units into position. But once we get some crossbows in there, they'll start peppering these crypt ghouls. We decide with our Bright Wizard to bounce a burning head off the walls right there, which does awesome damage. Pretty much melts both of those units. But the full bats are going to come in on Karl Franz, which actually is a trick on our part, because as soon as they do get into melee, we're just going to blow them apart with crossbow bolts. But most of the vampire infantry has pulled off the walls. The ones that are up in the settlement have started to come down a little bit. Our reinforcements from Siegfried will be here in about 15 minutes, but yeah, there's all those crossbows. That was a trap by them and some handgunner fire shots. But we're going to climb the walls with all of our infantry and take the fight to them, because even though it would tire us out quite a bit, our stats are pretty great even while tired. We have 60 melee defense on these spearmen, so they'll do very, very well. But our crossbows are continuing to pepper these guys, so they can't heal up at all. I guess they don't have a lord to cast anything, but we just want to keep them occupied so our mortar can lock them down. So Karl Franz is going to come in, get on these zombies and crypt ghouls while our spearmen get on the walls. Imperial Foot and Halberdiers also going to climb up along with the Carabin Greatswords. It's a pretty cool unit. They do have the Banner of Eternal Flame right now, so they do fire attacks. It'll be really nice at killing some of these. I guess Crypt Ghouls don't have regeneration. I was thinking of Crypt Torch. Crypt Torch have regeneration. But anyway, it gives more weapon strength anyway, so Yeah, Mortar decided to switch to our targets in the back, try to take out the skeleton warriors. I'm not worried about zombies. Skeleton warriors can be a little more difficult, although they don't have really any spearmen guys. We've taken out most of them already. There we go, now they're big, burning head. Yeah, this time, unfortunately, it kind of bounces the wrong direction, but it did do enough to wreck these guys that Carl France was holding in place. Our engineers are making their way up into the wall. Witch Hunter will be following in just a second. Once we get enough guys in the walls, we'll pull them down so they can start to form a battle line, and then we'll get our crossbows and handgunners up on the walls so they can start to shoot down. But Siegfried going to join his fellow knights, although not Knights of the Blazing Sun, but he is a very, very good leader. He does have Master of Blades, who gives him extra leadership. He has the Art of War, which is from his unique items, so he gives them more melee attack and charge reflexes, which is pretty cool. But overall, he's gonna make anyone that's with him very, very dangerous. So we decided to bring in a right word as well. Flaming attacks for most of them. We have brought our infantry onto the ground. Direwolves coming in, do send our halberdiers. And Spearmen to take them out. No bonus first large against these guys, but that's okay. Our range units are now making their way onto the battlements. And the vampires have started to send some units to meet our advance. Our Imperial foot with halberds are going to go in for the charge. They're just going to wreck these guys. Basically, with every hit, they'll kill maybe one of them with every hit, or maybe once every 2 hits, but they have like no chance of taking damage from those guys. But yeah, Carl France going to come in. Our Imperial Engineers, they're up top shooting a little bit. Wallfault got his sniper rifle out. He does do armor sundering because of the item we have equipped, the Sky Titan string, so he's going to do a lot of damage on whatever he decides to shoot. But the Witch Hunter's leading this flank with some spearmen. Halberdiers following up in a little bit, but we've got most of the vampire infantry where we want them. Although these skeleton warriors on this side have managed to evade lots of shots from our mortars, surprisingly. We're doing very well at the start due to the increased accuracy that you can give them with Jubal Falk, with his Master Ballistic skill. But he's going to come set up here, start to get some sniper shots down. Yeah, Spearmen just doing awesome. Despite not having a whole lot of melee attack, they are getting buffed by the Warrior Priest right now for the Hammer of Sigmar, so they're going to get a lot more killing power. Now the Burning Head comes down on these two guys now that we've finally been able to reach them. And the vampires are going to disintegrate. No more leadership left for them. The settlement is ours. Yep, not too bad. We took 15 losses. Oh, I guess this is only at tier 1 already. So, well, that's funny. You can return it to Nordland, but no, we're not going to do that.
I will marshal the men.
What I'm thinking we might do,
Raise
we'll
your
have you
weapons.
occupy it.
Praise Sigmar.
We don't have enough movement range to make it to another settlement, but this guy's going to be annoying. I don't want him to.
Sigmar compels us onward.
Yeah, I don't, because we're just barely out of range of being able to attack him at sea, actually. But I don't want him to get away.
Let's go.
So we're going to come back in ambush stance. Hopefully he comes and tries to take Marienburg.
By the
If not,
promise.
we'll just move out and take him out eventually. Call Franz. Yeah, let's do this one now that we're in friendly territory. We want that growth. Engineer. Give more missile damage to the army. Ooh, Sky Titan string, another one. Got some regiments over now too. What did we get? We got Eldred's Guard, I believe, and I think one of the Regiment Over Down Knights, but I don't see it. It's okay. But we have control of Marienburg now, so let's stick Siegfried in
All
there.
right.
That way he gets a little bit extra buffs. We get more money from our ports, and then he also gets a nice item too. But that might replace his legendary item. No, it doesn't. Awesome. Cool. This guy... Let's get Master Ballistics, just because that's a really good buff for some of our ranged. And what do we want to do with our money now? Cannons and war wagon mortars. I think I'm okay without that. We're okay without this stuff for now. Do we need this anymore? I don't think so, because this is only +4 control. We are going down slightly, but part of that's because of Imperial Authority. So I think we can get rid of this. Let's... Okay, we can't get a landmark yet. Yeah, we'll just try to make ourselves a little bit more money.
I see no other option.
Marienburg. Let's actually repair Marienburg so we can level it up a little bit faster.
Yes.
And we'll end the turn there, and probably this episode as well for episode 5. Hopefully this guy does come and attack, though. He might detect our ambush, but we can't help that. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine too, though. Because he retreated to an area that we were going to have to go anyway, so that's good. We won't have to chase him around, hopefully.
Greetings from
Bohemond. Oh, by the way, he's a really cool lord in the lore. Hopefully he becomes, if the Bretonnia ever gets a DLC, he would probably be the lord. Okay, Taliban demands region. We want it returned. Ooh, the Adventures of Gotrek and Felix. But we'll end the episode there, guys, for episode 5. I'll see you in episode 6. This is so much fun. Have a great day, guys.